Labor has begun. On my way to the hospital now. I've been feeling contractions all night. Well, not all night, for like 30 minutes now. Hi guys, welcome to my channel.
Hello, what am I looking at? Okay.
You're looking at the camera. Yay.
Welcome to our channel.
To our channel.
And welcome to your channel.
It's our channel. So welcome. Today, I don't know if you can see this little head, but today is about the labor story of how we had. Hey, Mojisola. Yes.
That's you.
That's her. Yeah, so it's our labor story, and
yeah.
I thought, what better way to share the story than with somebody that was, well, the two people that were there. There was one more person there, but yeah, my two people that were there. So if you want to hear about our labor story, then keep watching, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye. We had Mojisola. Her name is MJ Mojisola. On 22nd of April. It was a Sunday. It was a Sunday both in Nigeria and America. So there's no doubt as to what day of the week we had her. Because the day before we had her, I had false labor, and it was like on the cusp of the Saturday, Sunday. My labor, I had her without any epidural. No epidural, and vaginally. Yeah. So how did you feel in the labor room? How are you feeling?
I'm always calm, you get me, so I wasn't too worried, but it was a lot of ups and downs, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw you pacing. What I remember, I saw you pacing.
I wasn't pacing, I was just.
You were in the corner. Say cheese.
I was rapping, I wasn't pacing. Yeah, when you see someone that's like perfectly okay, first hour, and 5 hours later, blood pressure is like spiking and whatnot. It's quite an experience, isn't it?
Are you happy you were in the labor room?
Yeah.
So other dads, would you say they should be in the labor room, and then why would, if they should, why should they be in the labor room?
Without a doubt, everybody should be there. I mean, if anything, for support, because it's not an easy experience for the woman that is going through it. Now you put, now you start the procedures.
Okay, so let me just narrate how the labor started and everything. Hafiz was around with me and my mom as well. So the previous night I had false labor. We were asleep on the bed, and then I felt contractions. And like, look, at the time I was like, these contractions, are these not contractions? You know, I was feeling something, but let me tell you, yeah, when you enter the real labor, nobody gonna tell you what a contraction is. Kind of intensified, and then I had read that, you know, lying down in water, like in the bathtub and everything, could ease your contraction pain. And then some of my friends had told me that I should try as much as possible to spend as much of my labor time outside the hospital as possible. I went to lie down I ran a hot bath. Yes, baby. And then I went to lie down in the bathtub. And after like an hour or so, the contraction stopped, and you know, I felt better. I was able to go to bed, and I woke up in the morning, and you know, there were no contractions. That was false labor. So that was Saturday over to Sunday, no, Friday over to Saturday morning. That was false labor day. So on Saturday we had planned that we would go shoe shopping. We would go out to the mall and, you know, just buy some things, walk around. Myself, Hafiz, my mom. We were getting ready in the morning and everything. Then I went to have my bath. I went to shower. Then after I had my bath, I went to the room, and then I sat down. I sat down and I was just with Hafiz. And then I sat up. I stood up, and then I felt wetness. And I was like, I felt wetness, and I knew it was unusual, but I was like, maybe because I showered, let me not alarm anybody else. So I actually didn't tell Hafiz at first. Then I just waited for a while. Then I now, when I kept feeling it, I now told him. It was not like, now let me just go and ease myself and wipe up and then see, you know, how it is again in another few minutes. So I did that, and then I went back to sit down, and in like another 10 minutes, the same thing happened again. Oh, then I knew. I think we did that like twice before we told Mom, see. We did it again, and I was like, okay, definitely something is going on. This is, you know how everyone thinks that when your water breaks, like in the movies, whoosh, your water has broken, and you just see like a tap of water. That's how.
That's what I was expecting.
Exactly. So I was just like, okay. I didn't think much of it, but you know, I knew that, you know, the labor process, something was popping. I was not like, that should we still go? I didn't want to go out that day like that. No, I was saying that I didn't want to go, that should I just stay at home?
Yeah,
and then you were not like, let's just go, let's walk around and everything. You know, I was being lazy that day. I was in it, you know. I was wrong.
I don't like going on. It's not just that.
Yes, everyone got ready to go out, so we went out. We went shoe shopping. We were out for hours. We went to, I think, Bye Bye Baby as well. We bought some things for MJ, though we hadn't had her yet. And then, so we're out from like 12. So the water thing started at about midday, about 12 noon, and we were out till about 6:37. After shopping, we went to eat at Outback. Like, I ate a lot. Awesome food. I ate like steak and potatoes and salad, and I ate very well. One of my friends had told me, yes baby, that once labor starts, you're not allowed to eat in the hospital, that you know all they give you is ice, and that I should eat before I go to the hospital, that I'm going to need my strength to push. So I just knew that let me just eat whatever opportunity I had to eat, I was going to eat. So we ate and then we went home. We now were just chilling. I wore a pad throughout that day, and the pad was soaked. I think I changed it while we're still out. So my water was actually leaking. I was in labor, but it wasn't active labor, you know. So we all went to rest, and from my resting, that's how I felt one or two contractions. Fiocom. Yeah. That was about, I think, 10. That was about 10 o'clock. Yeah. I was monitoring it. Hafiz was beside me, you were asleep. And I didn't want to alarm him at first, so I was just like, let me just keep monitoring it. Like the previous night, something similar had happened, so I was like, let me just not alarm everybody. Then after a few times, I was logging in the frequency and the number of contractions on my phone on notes. So when I saw that it was actually becoming more frequent, I told him, and then we now told my mom, and then it was becoming more intense. So at about 11 o'clock, we called my doctor. My doctor was like, oh, that what stage are you at now? I was like, now I'm feeling contractions. And I said, that is this your first labor? I said yes. And your water broke when I told her midday. She was like, dude, they're supposed to have been in the hospital since your water broke. I was like, girl, wasn't that big a deal. We now called our Uber and then went to the hospital. So then I was still okay in between contractions. I was still talking, laughing, you know, things were still funny.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
You sure? Are you ready to push? iPhone 1.
Leg. No, this is in between contractions.
Yeah, this is, I don't know how many hours into labor, but we don't enter on track.
Yes. Labor mainly, as the contractions got, you know, more intense, they would check how dilated I was, you know. Man, the number of times people's hands go up your bum in labor.
I don't prepare you.
They really like, they just, in fact, the Thursday before Sunday, that was the day that we saw the doctor. That was my last doctor's appointment, and then the doctor was like, oh, has anything happened? I think that Thursday was my EDD, was my expected delivery date. That was the 19th of April. So it was not like, oh, nothing had happened so far. So he now said, oh, let me manually help you get labor going. Baba put like so, you know, as labor was intensifying, you know, check how far dilated I was, and like for like 4 times or for like 4 hours, I was always at 2.25 cm, 2.5 or 2.5 cm. The contractions were getting more painful, but I wasn't dilating any further. The baby was low enough to come out. Like MJ had been ready to come out. Like I had been in place for like the past like 2-3 days. They now said that they are going to have to give me, I forgot the name of the drug, the one that helps, you know, I think it was oxytocin. Yeah, to so yeah, so I was given oxytocin, and like they were like, oh, they'll give me from I think 7 in the morning, but they started giving me at 4 in the morning. So I got to the hospital at about 12 o'clock. So after like 4 hours of 2.5, they now administered oxytocin at about 4 a.m. At this time, the contractions were intensifying. After like an hour, 2 hours, they came back to check how far gone I was again. and it was still 2.5. They checked like 2 or 3 more times after administering the oxytocin. After some hours had passed, and it was still that same 2.5 cm. So in my mind, I was like, hey God, this is how people come in for normal bed and you end up with CS. But you come in thinking that it's your bum that's going to suffer, then all of a sudden you're on the operation table. That's what I was just thinking. And my mom was there, she was praying, she was tapping her fingers, she was like,
You need to tell the full story of the prayers. How many prayers she did? She did Christian, Muslim. I don't know if she did
Yoruba,
traditional. She made all the prayers that day.
She was now reading something, I think she was reading the Quran from her phone or something. She was snapping her fingers. Me, I was there, Hafiz was there, pacing, keeping quiet. I think around at 7 o'clock, when they now checked again and saw that it was still 2.5, they said that they're going to have to increase the dosage of the oxytocin. Me, I was in pain. I was like, excuse me, do you mean it's going to get more painful than this? And there's no guarantee that my bum will open up anymore. And they were like, yeah, that it's going to probably get more intense. And I was like, oh, cool. Very cool. Because, yeah, this is exactly what I like. I went in knowing that I didn't want to get an epidural. So the nurse now told me that there's a drug that's not an epidural. You know, they don't administer it through your spine. It's supposed to be a pain relief and be pain relief medicine, and you know, supposed to make it easier for me, and I should be able to manage. It's not nowhere near as intense as epidural, you know, just like pain reliever. So I was like, oh, cool. As long as it's not going into my spine, fine. Like, I'll take that, and then you can up the dosage of the oxytocin. So they did that. Now, this pain reliever does not relieve pain. Yeah, it's a lie. All it does is let you black out in between contractions. That, like, I don't remember a good portion of my labor. I don't remember a good portion of my labor because I would black out, and then the pain of the contraction would wake me up from sleep, from the blackouts essentially. So in between the pain, I don't remember anything. All I remember was pain. I would wake up, feel the contraction, be in pain, and then black out again. Like, I was trying to pray in between contractions. Like, when the contractions got like really deep.
As I was gone.
When the contractions got really deep, I couldn't even finish saying the surah, fam. I was just like, oh. Then I'll black out again. I think we had MD at about 11 something in the morning. So at about 10 o'clock, the nurse checked how far along I was, and I was at 7 cm. So it was like, oh my god, finally progress. Like, I was so happy. At about 11 o'clock, one of the contractions came, and I knew it was time. It felt like my body was pushing her out already. I was like, this baby is coming. So I'm a very nice person, and in fact the nurses were like, I was one of the nicest patients they've had. I'm very polite and everything. So I was nice throughout labor. But like, when I felt that contraction and I was like, the baby is coming, I think because of the distance between my 7 cm and my 10 cm, it was just an hour, so they weren't expecting it to progress so quickly, given the fact that I had been progressing slowly. So when I said that I was ready to have the baby, they didn't take me seriously. I was like, I didn't see any hustle or bustle, do you get? Then I was like, are you crazy? I now tell the bed, I shook, and then the baby is coming! That was like the intensity, like I meant it. I was like, this, like, start!
She's here already.
They are looking at me like, what's wrong with mommy? Then the nurse now came to check. I said, it's 10 cm. All of a sudden, everybody, it was as if, see, I mean, I couldn't see, I was out of it, but I could just hear like a lot of feet scuttling and a lot of, I'm sure the anesthesiologist, everybody came into the room. And then, yes. So, after that contraction, I said, baby's coming. I said, do your breathing, practice your breathing. I was like, okay, I'm breathing. They now said, okay, everybody's here, but the doctor is delivering a baby down the hall. That I should hold on. They say, hold on, hold it. Father Lord, they said, hold it. They now said, can you turn to the side so that you can close your legs so that the baby will not come out? Can I turn to it? I remember when I heard, can you turn to the side? I was like, remember, I literally said, which fucking energy? Like, that is the clearest part of my labor in my head. I was like, which? I had no energy, fam. Like, I couldn't even. I couldn't turn sideways with what power? I don't even know what power I used to push her out because I couldn't turn sideways. Like my wings, I was weak. So then they now helped me. So I was like, I think I just mumbled like maybe I couldn't do it. And then the nurses came and then they helped me. They turned me to my side.
That's it. Boy or girl?
Girl.
What's your name? Or you not gonna tell yet?
Almost immediately, the doctor now came in. As soon as the doctor came in, the doctor said, "Okay, you can push now." So me, I started pushing immediately. That said, "No, wait. That wait for the contraction to start and then push along with contraction. The contraction is your body's way of pushing the baby out. So that's when you have to push in sync with the contraction. You gotta coast." So I think that pushing at that point is what gave me my second degree tear, because I got a second degree tear from labor. So as soon as the next contraction started, I was like, and then and then her head came out, and as soon as her head came out, her body came out. I think I pushed once.
No, just once.
It was the one push.
She came out.
She came out from. Hafiz would know, and then as because I like a ball. Yeah, so Hafiz said that as I was pushing, that I closed my legs. I was trying to close my
legs because you were
trying to close. Man, you're not in control of your body. Let me just say right now.
Second contraction.
Yeah.
Action, sure. Maybe just flew a little.
Wow.
Yeah, it was literally like that. There was no pause. Just sleep.
She was ready. She's breastfeeding right now. This is my life.
I was like, bring the USB cable. Scissors to cut
Because I did a great job. Her belly button is like really nice. It's an innie.
Came in the room? Yes. Do you have
So the after birth wasn't even hard to give birth. Wasn't hard to push out at all. The doctor just kind of rubbed my tummy, and then with I think the next contraction, it came out so easily. Then after that, she gave me an injection for pain relief because she wanted to sew my vagina back after the damage had been done.
They don't advertise. They don't tell you.
They don't tell you, man. I almost kicked the doctor when she gave me that. Like when she was saying it was so painful, you guys. But it was painful, but like you're too weak to do anything about the pain. Like it's just, man, what else, man? Just like just finish and let me be going. But yeah, she just sewed me back up, and that was pretty much it. And then we moved to the recovery room, and it was all cute stuff there and now. It was quite an experience. What is your favorite part of the experience?
Yeah, no. Experiences. It's humbling. It's quite. What's the word? It's quite an experience. So it's something you should go through with your partner, your wife, your partner.
Your partner.
Yeah. We
don't judge.
At the end, we got this beautiful angel
that is currently breastfeeding.
Scattering everywhere, but yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank
God. Do you have a newfound respect for women after seeing that?
I've always had respect for
you're
women,
respectful fellow.
Yeah. Next time you're
it's not you're Nigerian is our conditioning, but the fact that you're woke enough to realize that you don't gotta be a wife.
So yeah, be there for your partner throughout the 9 months, because it's not what their bodies go through is. The man, you can't understand. You can only be there to support. That's the honest truth.
That's my man. Yeah.
You say go to Surulere to go and buy food in the middle of the night, my brother.
But even then, I'm a chill babe. You're welcome.
That doesn't mean you should think of Surulere if there's a number 2 coming, but yeah.
You guys,
watch out
before you born the baby by yourself.
You gotta give me power.
Get out, because you know it can't happen. You guys, like, before it's like, oh, I want 2 children, 2 children. After you face that room. And let me just say now, raising a child, labor is not that as raising a child. Let me just say, I'm only in year 1, okay? Labor ends. Raising a child is forever. Forever, ever? Let's say ever, yeah. Forever, ever? Ever?
Yeah, Never.
See, after having this first one, I'm just like, yeah. Nobody died from having one child, and no one child died from being alone. Yeah.
That's deep. No one died from having 2 children too. You can do 2, 3, 4 in the same way, and that sentence will still be accurate. But yeah.
Which channel is this?
Sorry?
Is it your channel?
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel.
Yeah?
My
What's the
name
channel
is-
about?
It's about life, innit?
Yeah?
Yeah, so it's about life, about the world.
And who really
Yeah.
get out really cool. So you guys, that's our labor story. Let me bring up this little munchkin here. Just having a snack break.
Say bye-bye.
It's my brazier. Oh, bye.
Yeah, say cheese.
Say cheese. Everybody's there. See you guys in our next video. Say bye, Fizzle.
Bye.
Say bye. Boom.
The baby's looking for you. Go for it. Go for it.